Hello everyone, welcome to another series on longevity and biohacking. Me, as always, I'm CJ, and today we're going to dive into one of the hallmarks of aging called telomere attrition or telomere shortening. Now, if you are new to biohacking and you're looking to deepen your understanding on how to look good, how to live a longer life, a healthier life, then you, my friend, are in the right place. So let's get started. What are telomeres? Now, imagine telomeres as a protective caps at the end of our chromosomes. They're like the plastic tips at the end of your shoelaces. These telomeres actually prevent our DNA from getting damaged and sticking together. The way it works is every time a cell divides, these telomeres get a tiny bit shorter. When they become too short, the cells can no longer divide and become senescent, or for lack of a better word, they die. This process is called as telomere shortening or telomere attrition. Think of telomeres as a countdown. Think of them as a countdown, as a timer, like a ticking clock. Every tick represents a cell division. And as the timer runs out, the cell's ability to divide and function properly decreases. Now, there are so many things that cause the telomeres to shorten. So let's take a look at the science. Now, first up is cell division. Every time a cell divides, a small proportion of the telomere is lost. This is natural, it is okay, and this is one of the key drivers of why as time passes by, our telomeres reduce and the aging process starts. Makes sense, right? The second one is oxidative stress. Free radicals from crappy food or being in crazy environments can lead to damaging the telomeres itself. And when the telomeres are damaged, they get shortened. There was a study published in the Journal of Aging Cell that found out oxidative stress is a huge factor of telomere reduction. Next to oxidative stress, we have inflammation. Now, chronic inflammation can accelerate telomere shortening. There was a research in the Journal of Immunology that shows us that inflammation causes inflammation cytokines, and these cytokines go to the telomeres, reduce it, and then we have aging. To keep it all simply, lack of exercise, poor diet, high levels of stress, not sleeping enough, being around a lot of technology and EMF, this can cause your telomeres to shorten. There was a study in the Lancet that showed us that lifestyle changes, including just getting on a healthy diet, doing a little bit of exercise, getting some rest, can positively affect your telomere length. They can be longer for longer. So understanding this is really crucial, because unless and until you understand it, you don't know why all of these things are happening. And what we can do as biohackers, or anyone who's interested in health really, is to ensure that these shoelaces keep being intact and they don't damage our DNA. Our goal is to keep our DNA as stable as possible. Now, when the telomeres reduce, we see a lot of onset of diseases. I'm going to talk about some of the large killing ones. One of them is cardiovascular disease, one of them is diabetes, and then there's a big C word. When telomeres become too short, the cells, like I mentioned before, enter a state of senescence. This can reduce the functioning of the tissue and accelerate the aging process on steroids. Now that you know what telomeres are, what is the problem, let's look at some of the strategies on how we can reduce this telomere short. So I mentioned diet, correct, is the most easiest one. Have a diet which is full of antioxidants. Have a diet which can take care of all of the oxidative stress, inflammation. Some of the things that you can have are berries, some nuts, some leafy grains. These are excellent choices. In one of the studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, they found out that people who consume more fruits and vegetables had longer telomeres, maybe because they are not putting the other crap into their body. The next one is movement. Now, this isn't rocket science, guys. Aerobic exercises such as walking, such as running, cycling, lifting a little bit of weights, all of these help with circulation, with microcirculation, and it helps your body adapt and become stronger. People who exercise more have longer telomeres than the ones who don't exercise at all. Then is probably one of the most neglected topic on the planet: stress management. Chronic stress can accelerate telomere shortening. And when you have practices like meditation, mindfulness, yoga, all of these can reduce your stress levels. There have been multiple studies on people who meditate quite a lot that they have longer telomeres. So rest is really important, and we cannot complete the conversation of rest by addressing sleep. Quality sleep is one of the most essential things that you can have for your health. It's the base of the pyramid. Aim for quality sleep. Aim for sleep between 6.5 to 8 hours. Monitor your sleep with a Whoop band, an Aura ring, an Apple Watch, whatever it takes. Now, there are herbs, especially that can activate something called as telomeres. The telomeres enzyme, which helps increase the telomere length. This thing is really famous in traditional Chinese medicine and is called astragalus. So find some astragalus, it's good. When we look at the yogic culture and the Eastern Indian culture, we have two herbs, which is ashwagandha, which I mentioned about earlier, and amalaki. All of these have these rejuvenating properties, and they can help you to increase your telomere health and actually support it. Ashwagandha is also good, especially because it helps to increase your vitality, reduces your stress, and improves your telomeres. Now, I want to share another concept with you which a lot of people don't really know about. It comes from the yogic sciences, and it's the concept of Ojas. Now, Ojas refers to the essential energy which governs longevity and our vitality. It's different from prana. What you can do is you can consume some foods that build up the Ojas in the body, and these can be things like ghee, some almonds, some milk, but like raw milk, not the processed ones, and they have some evidence, at least some anecdotal evidence, that it helps you with your telomeres. Now, let's look at the science part of it. Vitamin D. Here in Dubai, most of the people are low in vitamin D. And when you have adequate amounts of vitamin D, there was a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition which found out that increased vitamin D levels are linked to longer telomere health. And it's free. It's outside. Just go or take a supplement. The next one is omega-3 fatty acids. These fatty acids have anti-inflammation properties, and the inflammation that they reduce is not just in the body but in the brain as well, and it can help with telomere reduction or shortening effect. Then is a compound, it's called TA65. A very few research labs in the world, they make this, and is derived from a cycloestrogenol, which is a compound from the astragalus plant. This is super concentrated, it is super expensive, but like I said before, like astragalus, it increases this enzyme called telomerase, and this telomerase can increase your telomere length. Then something that I really love is a peptide called epithalon. Epithalon has shown to increase the telomerase enzyme length and improve your longevity, and it's not as expensive as TA65. The next one is resveratrol. Resveratrol is that popular polyphenol that is found in certain berries, red wine, and is also known for its antioxidant properties. It also activates the longevity genes and proteins in our body called sirtuins, and not directly but indirectly can help with telomeres maintenance. So that's something that you should get. Another cousin to resveratrol is terrestrelabine. Now, I personally prefer terrestrelabine much better because of its bioavailability. It's found in blueberries. It's very strong polyphenol, very strong anti-inflammatory, and between resveratrol, between like having red wine and blueberries, I will choose the blueberries all the time, especially because it doesn't give you a headache next day. The next one is also a flavonoid found in strawberries. You can see I love my berries. It's found in other fruits as well, but strawberries, it's quite evident that it's there. And this is called fisetin. This flavonoid has shown, especially in animal studies, to increase health and longevity and reduce cellular senescence. The next one is the curry compound, curcumin. Now, curcumin is the active compound of turmeric and is known for its anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidant properties, which can protect the telomeres themselves. Then I love the NAD precursors like nicotinamide riboside, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and some of those nuances. Basically, what these do are these are precursors to boost a natural anti-aging enzyme in your body called NAD+. And NAD+ is really crucial when it it comes to DNA repair, circadian rhythms, and it also influences the maintenance of telomeres. Then there is an antioxidant. It's really cool as well. It's called CoQ10. This is primarily a mitochondrial antioxidant, but it supports cellular energy and potentially it can help you maintain the length and the health of your telomeres. Some really easy things to have are vitamin C and E. These vitamins are powerful antioxidants. Depends on how much you take them, but they can protect against oxidative stress, and mitigating oxidative stress is one of the ways you can enhance the longevity of your telomeres and eventually your body. Then is a master mineral, an essential mineral, magnesium. Most of us and most of you who are listening to this are deficient in magnesium, including myself. So it's a great idea to supplement with it. Magnesium has over 300 biochemical roles in the body. One of it is helping with DNA repair and protection of the telomere. Fun fact, the absorption of vitamin D in your body is also regulated by magnesium. So even if you're out there in the sun a lot and you're having a lot of these vitamin D pills, if you don't have enough magnesium, it's not going to work. Then comes quercetin. Now, quercetin is also cool. It's an antioxidant. It has anti-inflammatory properties and is found in many fruits and vegetables. And you can take it as a supplement. Another supplement is L-carnosine. This is a dipeptide that acts as an antioxidant and protects the telomeres from oxidative stress. Then is a diabetes medication called metformin. Metformin has gained a lot of attention recently as a potential diabetes and anti-aging drug. There are also a lot of speculations of it affecting our telomeres. Then it's a simple concept. There is this thing called hormesis, which means every now and then, if you expose yourself to a little bit of stress, it could be ice baths, it could be cold showers, it could be sauna, it could be fasting. All of these things are going to make you stronger. It's that classic quote, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's the same mindset. I don't completely agree with whatever kills you makes you stronger, but it's an easy analogy to get. If you have sauna for like multiple hours a day, or you exercise for multiple hours per day, or if you fast for multiple days in a week, then it might have some problems. But if you do it once in a while, then it's really good. What I also see is a lot of people are putting on a lot of weight these days. Their diet is crap, their exercise is not that good. So maintaining a healthy weight by itself, or avoiding obesity rather, can help you with your telomeres as well. So please stand up, move around. And one of the other things to lower down your stress, this is also something that a lot of people don't think about, is actually social connections. We know from the blue zones, which are the longest lived people on the planet, and like some of the blue zones 2.0 studies, that strong social relationships and connections are really important to regulate your stress. When you have supportive friends, supportive community, supportive family, then that can reduce your stress so much, and that automatically promotes your telomere health. And then avoid things which are not good for you. Pollutants are not good for you, pesticides are not good for you, environmental toxins are not good for you. You expose yourself to those, they will damage your telomeres. And then hydration. Most people are not hydrated, or if they're hydrated, they don't have enough minerals in their body. So here's a cheap hack. Drink enough water, add some salt, high quality salt or electrolytes, so that you maintain the right pH in your blood and the right kind of hydration. In one of our previous videos, I mentioned about epigallatigan 3-gallate, which is the major antioxidant in green tea. So have more green tea. It's really good for you. Another herb that helps with telomeres is called Rhodiola rosea. This is another adaptogenic herb. It works primarily by adjusting your nervous system and managing stress. That's really good. Then I really like mushrooms. Recently, I've been having mushrooms up to 2 to 3 times per day. My favorites are reishi, lion's mane, cordyceps, and these medicinal mushrooms are also known to boost your immunity, your brain health, reduce inflammation. And yeah, in fact, if you go to www.biohacking.com, we created a coffee which is full of all of these mushrooms. And I had an interview with one of the leading researchers from the world. He's been studying mushrooms for the last 35 years. And I was fascinated by all the things that he told me. He introduced me to a new compound called ergothioneine, which most people don't talk about. And all I can say after that conversation is mushrooms are really good for you. That's why we put it in our coffee. Then is melatonin. Now, melatonin regulates our sleep. Melatonin is an antioxidant. It's a master driver of circadian rhythm, and it also protects your telomeres. So sleep enough, take some melatonin once in a time. It's good. Now, as we age, telomeres are going to shorten. There is no stopping that. You cannot change what's happening. You can protect it a little bit. You can be smart about it. As there is a Greek philosopher, Hercules, he says that the only constant in life is change. When you embrace change in your life, embrace change in your lifestyle, and when you adapt to that change, perhaps you can protect your telomeres a little bit. Now, that's it for today's video, and I think this has become like a masterclass on telomeres. Remember, maintaining a healthy telomere is essential for your longevity, for your overall well-being. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more biohacking tips, secrets, and longevity stuff. I will see you in the next video. Have a good time.